Hey, John, you're on the air. Go ahead in Ottawa, Canada.
Hey, Howard. Hey, now. How's it going?
Hey, now.
I probably heard one of the most depressing pieces of tape over the weekend on a replay from K-Rock's morning show. They let Wood Yee go.
Yeah, I know. Wood Yee and Nancy the receptionist were let go over at K-Rock.
Really?
Yeah, like, unfortunately, I can't remember his real name. Like, I only know him from your show. Steve, yeah. And man, oh, man, you know, like, corporate America just fucking sucks.
Well, did he get an early retirement? Because he's not going somewhere else.
From what I understand...
No, they fired him.
He didn't. They just got rid of him. Like,
wow.
He'd accrued, like, he'd been there for so long, he had 7 weeks of sick time built up, and they're not even going to give that to him.
Steve was there like 42 years. Steve worked there when my dad worked there.
I know.
Yeah. Well, you know, what happens is... Let me see if I can put this into perspective for you. What's happened since we left CBS Viacom Radio is nothing short of a nuclear bomb. I suppose you could blame Steve's firing and Nancy the receptionist and just about every horrible thing that's going on there on the fact that they can't find anyone to replace us. The things are so bad there. The morale is so low. The economic times are so bad that you could blame David Lee Roth. Who else? Who else is there? Just Opie and Anthony, David Lee Roth, and there was somebody else who did mornings there, didn't they? Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
Or blame us. Blame us because we left, and they can't apparently make a dime since we left. The entire... Just the entire...
It imploded.
The whole
it was
thing.
like when in Vegas they take down one of those hotels.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
And I'm sad about that because, you know, there were a lot of good folks working with us over at that radio station. Wonderful people that we were with
for 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Chiasano's job went out the window. Steve's job went out the window. Nancy's job went out the window.
Quite frankly, I hardly know anybody who's there anymore.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I hope you guys can have Wood Yee on every once in a while and throw him a bone now and then. He seems like a really, really nice guy. Just from
throw him a bone. We loved him. We, well, I'm not going to get into it, but, yeah, we love Steve.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, you make my morning every day. Artie, I'm looking forward to your book Under the Christmas Tree.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Wood Yee songs. Maybe I'll give you a couple
tribute
of tribute to Wood Yee, who was let go over at Viacom.
Sushi smell, put it on my face. I don't care if it's bold but there, I love the way it tastes. Sushi smell, wrap her in duct tape. When you travel overseas, it's not considered rape.
We should ask Scott what's going on. I bet you Scott's been talking to Wood Yee nonstop. Yeah, Scott and Wood Yee are pretty close. They were fellow engineers. Scott, you know any update on Wood Yee and how he's doing?
Weren't they the union at one time?
At one time, things were so depressing over at K-Rock that Scott was in the union and Wood Yee was in the union, and those were the only two guys in the union.
When they had a union meeting, it was the two of them, and they were with each other all day.
Yeah. Did you speak to him?
No, not this weekend, but I spoke to him a couple of weeks ago, and like usual, for the past 40 years, he's been saying they're going to get rid of me.
Right.
I mean, I didn't really pay attention because he only had 2 more years to retirement. You know, he was
Do you think they fired him so they wouldn't have to pay him in his retirement?
Well, I know they offered him some kind of buyout. Which wasn't acceptable to him. I mean, so I don't know. He wanted 2 years just basically for medical coverage.
Right.
Till he got to Social Security and Medicare, or whatever you get when you're 65.
Right.
So he was like, they're going to get rid of me. It's terrible. I don't know what to do. But he's been saying that for 40 years. Who pays attention anymore? It's just like, you know.
Right.
All right. Yes, Steve. They won't get rid of you.
So you haven't spoken to Steve?
Not this weekend, no.
All right. Gary, did you?
Yeah, I spoke to him for about 15 minutes.
How did you come to speak?
Somebody gave him my cell phone number.
And he called you.
And he called me. I was funny because I was at Jackson's football game. So I was like, I didn't want to blow him off. But it was hard to listen to him. But basically he said to me he had good news and bad news. And the good news was that he's working on a book, and he wanted to know if I would write a chapter for him on his history in radio. So I said, sure.
He's working on a book, but he wants you to write it?
Writing a chapter.
Well, it's That's
kind of cool. I'm thinking of writing a book where other people write the chapters.
You know, I hadn't thought about that, right? He said, it's all about him and radio and the people he's met.
Call about 20 people.
Right.
Robin, I'm writing a book. Could you write 3 chapters?
Some people write books, and some people just compile shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who do that with jokes. They'll ask you for 10 jokes, and they say, I'm writing a joke book.
Or whatever, yeah.
And then he said, and then I got bad news. And I said, what's the bad news? I got fired. I really felt bad.
No.
And I said, Steve, I'm so sorry. And I said, what happened? I thought you were in the union. And he said, it was a really funny line. He goes, apparently one isn't a union. It was something like that. And I said, but I thought they couldn't get rid of you. But he said that one person in a union wasn't enough for the company could just sort of roll over him. And they did. And then they fired, they fired the receptionist.
Nancy?
Yeah.
Why'd they fire her? I mean, she
they don't
can't
need
answer
a
the phone?
receptionist?
What is that? But you know what? I heard they were tired of her multi-million-dollar salary.
And talk about pleasant.
But there really is, I don't believe there's anybody left there that we would know except for Denise is still there and Jody's still there. That would be it.
Yeah. Denise was Tom Chiasano's secretary.
Yeah.
And Jody was head of promotions.
Yeah.
So that's a real...
Jody's now head of promotions for like 17 stations.
Yeah, promotion and marketing for everything.
Things have gotten so bad in regular radio that now they give like... There used to be a head of promotions for each radio station. Now they just give one person 900 radio stations to promote. And which shows you that the thing is just in horrible shape. Yeah.
But that's a real tragedy. So Steve is getting fucked out of retirement money? I mean, that's really bad.
And medical and...
I mean, that's awful.
Well, I think he's got 2 years of no medical. But he also wanted me to let you know, Howard, that he's now totally available for us.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take advantage of that. We would love to have Wood Yee.
He asked if we had anything for him, job-wise. And,
I don't know.
But he said he'd like to come in and, do some,
Voice stuff?
Voice stuff,
Oh, great. Well, that's really nice. Love that guy. Steve, sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, just imagine he could wind up with a job that would make him unavailable, and we'd never be able to use him again.
Meet someone, lock him up exclusively.
Well, just, they won't let him come and do this stuff, and he won't have the time.
Yeah, the morning zoo's working on him.
Here's, let's remember Wood Yee, some of his finest work.
Hello, this is Anthony. How can I help you?
Oh, yeah, you're the one.
Okay, what can I do for you?
I'm a little pissed off. I came in last week to buy tires, and you were rude to me.
I don't think so, because I would never do that.
Dirty, lying prick.
What?
I know it was you, wise ass.
It was me? I don't think so.
Don't lie to me, asswipe.
What's that?
I said asswipe. Get the grease out of your ears.
You know what? You shouldn't have cursing, and I'm trying to be a nice guy.
Listen, douchebag. You don't know who the fuck you're talking to.
I don't know who I'm talking to. No, you see, you don't know who you're talking to.
Where did you graduate from? Dumbfuck University?
I graduated from your mother. That's where I graduated from.
You know I slap my wife every day for being a pain in the ass. Don't think I won't do it to you.
I slap your wife every day,
Rick,
too, for being a pain in the ass. When you kiss her, that's my fucking cock you taste.
You're pissing me off now.
I'm scared. Come do something.
Spell mechanic, you dipshit.
F-U-C-K-Y-O-U. How's that?
You greaseball mechanics are all the same. Stupid and lazy.
Stupid? Yeah, I'm telling you. Come here. I show you how stupid and lazy I am.
I'll take a tire iron and shove it up your ass.
You want to do what you want to do? Come on down. You come down. You come see me. You see what happens.
You think you're so tough? I ass rape guys twice your size.
You ass rape guys, you fucking queer bastard? Come down here, you fucker. Come down.
Just give me a reason to wring your neck. I miss prison.
I gave you a fucking reason. Come the fuck down. You're the tough guy. Come down here. You see what the fuck happens to you.
Why do I always get the retards?
You see who the fuck the retard is. Come down.
I want my fucking tires, you prick.
Oh. You ain't gonna get shit. All you're gonna get from me is my
You wanna play? I'll play with you. I'm gonna play hard, too.
That's good. You come with the hard play. You see what you get. You come with it.
I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck.
Come on then, tough guy. You come. Shit down my throat. Fuck you.
And then we sent Steve down there. And
he shits down his throat.
And he shit down the guy's throat. Anyway, there's some great Wood Yee to remember Steve. I have other Wood Yee stuff, but I don't know if you want to hear that. I don't know how much Wood Yee you're in the mood for.
Well, you started, and it's making me miss Wood Yee.
And we're back with the Jack and Rod Halloween special. And on the phone, we have a real haunted house expert. How you doing, sir?
Thank you so much.
Haunted houses are real popular these days. Tell us about that.
I think that's probably very true. And to me, though, Halloween retains the image of little kids at the front door for candy.
Well, speaking of children, we have a special guest on the phone calling live from Leavenworth Prison. He gets out of jail tomorrow, and he's opening his own haunted house. Let's hear it for Woody Jackson.
Hi, I'm Woody Jackson.
Hi, Mr. Jackson.
Can you ask Mr. Jackson some questions about the haunted house?
Make it quick. I'm in maximum security. I only get one phone call.
Well, that's using it to call me. Thank you.
I'm really excited to get out of the joint just in time for Halloween.
It's quite a time.
This year I'm creating a haunted house called The Playground of Terror.
Tell me about it.
I have a real dark room where the kids have to feel around, and I stand naked in it.
Oh, boy. That's a bit different.
This year I want to dress up as a toilet, and I'm hoping some of the kids will pee on me.
You know, the interesting thing to me is that life itself...
Hello?
Yes? Hello?
I love dressing up as a Boy Scout leader. I get the boys to gather around me to rub my special stick for fire.
The one thing that I think young people...
Hello?
Yes.
Have you ever pulled candy corn out of your ass?
Yes, indeed.
It tastes like sweet and bitter chocolate.
Oh, yes, yes.
Ooh.
Halloween is a wonderful time. From a child standpoint...
Hello?
Yes.
I'd love to dip my cock in chocolate and have you chew on it.
And that would be very nice, yeah. I know that...
Hello?
Yes, hello.
My favorite game is bobbing for apple bags. I just throw a few boys in the tub and dive in.
Aha. Well, that's another way to go about it, yeah.
Oh, I agree.
There are a whole variety of things, a way to celebrate for the young people.
Hello?
Yes.
One year I dressed up as Michael Jackson. Thank God for the white glove. It kept the shit out of my fingernails.
Oh, yes, indeed. Michael would have been...
Hold on a second. Get away from my ass, Rufus.
Aha.
If I have to take one more black cock in my ass, I'm going to snap.
Oh, boy, don't do that. Well, I hope that things...
Hello?
Yes.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you, sir.
Thank you. So long and happy Halloweeny.
And to you.
All right, there you go. Little Woodye.
Shouldn't we be looking for the guy on the other end of that call?
Sure.
He went along with everything.
Disturbing.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Shit on your corn. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, love a cock in my ass. That's one way to go about it.
Yes, I have pulled candy corn out of my ass.
Are the Giants going to be good? Here's Casey. Let's get Casey out of the way, then I'll do the Jesus swim thing.
If you're feeling gay, wanna roll in the hay, who you gonna call? Casey Armstrong. When you need some bud, wanna bust a nut, who can you call? Casey Armstrong. I ain't homophobic. I ain't homophobic.
You know, my favorite one of those songs was the Casey Takes Gay Photographs.
Yes.
Casey went to a German photographer, and the guy asked him to be in his underwear and take some photos.
Yeah, and I understand.
With a German homo, he pulled his pants down. Casey pulls for gay photograph. He's a homo.
Sent in by an unknown Richard Christie at the time.
That's true. But I have heard there are more gay photographs of Casey floating around.
Oh. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that true, Casey?
Hey, what do you mean, gay photographs?
Why are you whispering?
Hey, I'm sorry I'm whispering. The timing didn't work out good.
Why don't you call when you can talk up?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But
are you in the library again?
What are you doing right now?
I'm protection for these broads. They're escorts.
Oh, my God.
You mean hookers?
Well, that's not what we call them, but, you know, they're not. I don't think they're full service. I don't know exactly what they're doing there, but I just got to make sure that they don't get beaten up or anything.
Oh, that's what you're doing now? You're an escort guy? Like you're the guy who stands outside the door?
Yeah, and there's 2 of them in there right now, and I just want to make sure that these guys blow their load so I can get them and go and talk to you.
Then call me back tomorrow.
Well,
you got another job tomorrow?
If you can't talk now, don't. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Can I call back in 2 minutes? I'll call you back. He's going to blow. I'll call you right back.
He's calling right back.
He's going to blow.
Jeez, I love him.
Wednesday is a big night for that. So, man.
That is so funny. What is he whispering about?
Gary said there was some sort of problem because he got some job where, you know, when the hookers go up to the rooms.
There's always a guy.
There's a guy. He's that creepy guy. He's become that creepy.
What in the fuck?
My God.
I really hope his mother doesn't have Sirius.
I wonder if he ever gets recognized, too. Hey, aren't you that guy from the Howard Stern Show? What are you doing now?
I'm sure he does.
Why are you standing in the corner?
I'm here to break your hands if you get fucking crazy with these girls. All right, so we'll talk to Casey tomorrow.
No, he's going to call back in a few minutes.
Yeah, but I'm going to be on with the Jesus Twin guy. I'm doing a radio show.
He doesn't understand that.
Probably thinks it's satellite. It doesn't have to be professional. So for some reason, I keep treating this professionally.
Radio.
Yeah, I'm the only asshole around here who's treating this professionally.
When I first got here, I thought Casey was like the most efficient. He would be here every morning, like handing you cards, talking.
Right.
You know, college boy. Good-looking kid.
Sometimes when I'm on satellite, I go, well, I shouldn't even behave professionally. I should just interrupt everything.
Well, Casey's doing it right then.
All right, I'll take 2 more phone calls about, you know, the whole situation with Sal and everything, then maybe Casey will call back. And if he doesn't...
Then we'll move on?
Yeah. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Brad. Brad, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing this morning?
Okay.
Just wanted to ask you about not
inviting email to me about Ralph's phone call and my attitude toward Ralph's call, and oh my goodness, very offended. Just ripping. He knew. Here, I'll read it to you.
I was going to say, are you going to read it to him?
Why not? Why not? Threatening violence.
Really?
Whoa. So upset he was about
who?
Ralph. Not me. I didn't say it. I didn't even see Jimmy's show. I'm asleep.
But wouldn't that be the point to have when you had that crazy woman with the towers didn't go down, she had so many phone calls come in because people disagreed? Wouldn't you think there'd be the same reaction to a Ralph show?
All right, Cyrus.
Definitely.
Here is Jimmy Kimmel's email response to Ralph's accusations of thievery. The subject is really ? Okay. I just heard the show. Let me get this straight. You invented playing blackjack on television and hypnotizing people to do dumb things. Here's a clip of that being done on TV in the 50s. And mystery celebrity, here's a clip of What's My Line? Groucho was the mystery celebrity. This is also from the 50s. So now I'm getting attacked. Then now I'm a thief. Now I'm the rip-off artist. Our version of Mystery Celebrity is very different from yours. Our version is a game called Celebrity in a Box, played on the street with pedestrians and a celebrity inside a large box. When we play blackjack, it's a live remote to a casino. The whole studio audience, 200 people, is in on shares in the pot. We play 10 grand and let it ride 3 times. The audience won $100,000 and split it between them. As I recall in Vegas, you had individual hard luck cases playing for themselves. The only similarity is that we both played blackjack. When I was in the 5th grade, a hypnotist came to our school and made the students do silly things. That was 1977. By my logic, you stole Winfred's money from a game show I did many years ago. It was called Win Ben Stein's Money. I have to defend myself there. I said Win Ben Stein's Money is a funny name. So I've never even seen Win Ben Stein's Money. Right. I want to see, I could have called it Who's Smarter Than Fred thing, but all right. I just thought it was a funny takeoff on the name. Jimmy, but this is the key part. I don't steal material from anyone and don't appreciate the implication that I do. These are standard devices done by many people over many years, as far back as the 50s, on which we put our own very different twist. It is very disappointing to hear you assume that I am stealing based on Ralph's bullshit accounts of my show. It's pretty clear that Ralph feels threatened by our friendship. He is fucking with the wrong guy. I will not hesitate for 1 second to beat the shit out of him the next time I see him. I won't even say a word. I will
start beating?
I will break his nose before he says the word hello.
That should be pretty funny. Do it here, please.
Yeah. So Jimmy ready to fight.
Although I will take exception to his Vegas betting thing. He did not really create that. We did.
I thought so, but
no,
I wasn't really that uptight about it when Ralph said it. But it was an interesting observation. But Ralph also accuses almost every major show of stealing from this show.
Jimmy should feel honored because now he's a major show.
And I told Jimmy if he's going to fight Ralph's in pretty good shape. I mean,
but can Ralph fight?
Yeah. See, I've seen Ralph fight.
Really?
Yeah, Ralph can fight like a bear. He can fight. Yeah.
I would never have guessed he was a fighter.
Where did you see him fight? In a bar or something?
2 times I saw him fight.
A man?
He will fight. Yeah, a man. Once a woman, once a man, yes. No, but he can fight. The boy's strong.
Right.
And he's not afraid to take a punch.
Yeah. No, I mean, I can see Ralph's in good shape.
In fact, Ralph took a punch at Scores once, right to the head.
I don't even think he had an answer to that one.
An answer? He didn't even know he got hit. I don't know. He's kind of thickened up.
But in those other fights, was he sucker punching that guy, or was he going toe-to-toe with somebody who could actually fight? There's a difference.
Well, we don't know. Jimmy can actually fight.
Supposedly, I mean, I don't know how well he did it. There was a boxing match that he did.
That Jimmy was in?
Right.
Wow.
He did and that's how he met Corolla. Because Corolla was teaching him how to fight.
And did Jimmy win the fight?
No, he got his ass kicked.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so he can't fight.
Having said that, I've never seen Ralph fight.
I took karate. I'm pretty sure anyone here can kick my ass. I took for years.
I've never seen Ralph fight, and when he was trying to show that guy, his punch skills, the guy got annoyed and punched Ralph out.
My problem with karate is I was taking it, and I'm pretty sure, in the time it takes me to get in my stance,
people are kicking your ass.
People are beating my ass rather rapidly. Because I would be like, oh, do I put the left foot forward or the right?
You got to get the right stance.
You're still bowing.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a bow for respect. But, no, so Jimmy very clearly upset. I understand why.
Jimmy doesn't seem like that kind of guy who would want to kick anybody's ass.
Yeah, I do love Jimmy, but, Ralph, I don't know. Ralph loves me very much and does not like that Jimmy is my friend.
I thought of that when Ralph was on the phone yesterday, that maybe it was a little bit of a jealousy thing.
I wrote Jimmy a note. I said, Ralph's fiercely in love with me. And really,
you're a rival.
Yeah, and he knows that Jimmy's coming over to stay with me every summer. Jimmy and I get together. We go on vacation together, and Ralph doesn't like it. He just doesn't. Jimmy, you're going to have to deal with that.
There's going to be some animosity.
And Ralph's going to feel you rip me off.
Has Ralph verbalized that to you ever, or you could just tell?
No, I know.
He's never going to say that.
Like, he's even saying, I guess, he goes, oh, this is Jimmy's place, huh? This is Jimmy's room. This is, and I go.
Wow.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah. I thought about his phone call yesterday because that was like Ralph at his most toxic.
That was so baiting.
Yeah, but, again, all the things you brought up are kind of generic things, like blackjack. I mean, your signature bits are much more specific than that.
My innovation was to go on the radio and do all of these fun kind of things.
Right.
And, I don't think there was a lot of fun on radio, quite frankly. You got to remember back when I came on the scene. I'm not but Jimmy kind of feels I
sided with Ralph.
You know what?
Or didn't defend him.
Right.
Maybe that's.
Well, I defend Jimmy. Right. I like Jimmy. I always say Jimmy's an original guy. I like Jimmy's talent and his particular genius. I like it. I like Jimmy a lot. I'm a big Jimmy supporter.
Yeah, he's a real funny guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You did sort of let Ralph go, though. You just gave him
I was listening.
The floor.
I wanted to hear what he had to say.
You didn't have a response.
That's true. I didn't. What am I going to say?
But he was on a roll.
I guess I should have defended Jimmy more, I guess.
Well, that's the other thing is there's a lot of people around here who are afraid when Ralph gets your ear, because he knows how to rile you up.
It's like pillow talk.
If Jimmy's listening, because this is the way I communicate with Jimmy through the radio, Ralph has my ear, and I can be swayed. Maybe you better just sit him down.
He was waiting. He didn't have any evidence. He didn't know.
Anyone who gets a hold of me can really influence me. Mark, you're on the air in Chicago.
Hey, how's it going today, guys?
Hey.
Hey, in the Reader's Digest, Jimmy Kimmel makes a statement about Artie, and I got it right here. It's 4 comics everyone should know, and one of them is Artie Lang. Anyone who has heard Howard Stern's Sirius radio show knows that day in and day out there is no one funnier than Artie Lang. It is sometimes hard to believe that such a gluttonous mess, both physically and emotionally, can be so sharp comedically, but Artie is.
Well, that's a compliment. You can't say gluttonous mess is a...
Right. I mean,
what do you take that as do you take that as an insult?
No, I take that as a compliment from a guy who I respect, and I really, really appreciate that. That's wonderful.
There you go.
Sure. I mean, what was that? This guy's point that?
Yeah, that
I don't know what the guy's saying.
His point is that Jimmy called you a gluttonous.
Oh my God, no!
Do you want to punch him out? No.
Well, like after he punches Ralph, will you punch Jimmy?
I'm not punching anybody anymore.
I'd love to see Jimmy and Ralph fighting over me. I'd finally feel like the woman I am.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
I think.
Hey, Artie.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got another comedian on here, Zach
Galifianakis, yeah.
Whoa, what a name.
Is he pretty good?
Yes, Zach is a very funny guy. I've known him I've known Zach for like 15 years. He's, you know, he pops up every once in a while on TV and guest spots, and he's been in some movies that air on Comedy Central sometimes, but he's a very funny guy, Zach. Very funny.
Yeah.
All right,
maybe
thank
we
you, Mark.
should steal him from Jimmy.
The other two are Chris Elliott and Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, well.
Hey, Jimmy's the guy who turned me on to Tracy Morgan, actually. He keeps calling me and saying, you got to have Tracy Morgan on. He'd be perfect for the show. Perfect.
Yeah,
so Jimmy's very gracious that way.
Right about that.
Yeah. So.
But also it was, what's his name? The guy who does the impressions. Craig.
Yeah.
He used to come in here and do a Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
And that made it pretty interesting to have Tracy Morgan in.
Yeah, but Jimmy was the one who kept pushing him.
Hey, can I say something real quick about Eric the Fuckhead Mitchell?
Sure.
Wow.
Hey, I normally like that fucking little twerp, but for him to get paid $35 an hour to sleep when I drive a fucking fuel truck for a living and I only get paid $26 an hour, that little fuckface can go kiss my fucking ass at Jagoff.
Hey, Eric, did you hear what Mark just said?
It doesn't matter what you think, fucker.
Wow.
Hey, I normally like you little asshole.
Well, let me ask you this, Eric. I see here on the computer it says you made up with Johnny. Just because we followed this story, what was the resolution?
I'm going to get paid $300 of the $8,000, and I'm going to have a trip to the Playboy Mansion.
Wow.
Oh, no, then you'll be down another $8,000.
Right. This is a disaster. Stay home, Eric.
Robin.
Shut up, Robin. Did you work out with Johnny how much you're going to get paid to go to the Playboy Mansion?
No, I didn't work that out.
Yeah.
He's got to blow Johnny first.
Shut up, fucker. I'm not gay, you fucking idiot.
No, you're just a bi little midget.
No, I'm not that either. Get me out of your wet dreams, jackass.
Hey, Eric, during your trip to the Playboy Mansion, do you expect to get $35 an hour?
Does that work?
No, I don't expect that.
What expenses do you expect to be paid by Johnny?
Off the top of my head, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. He should rent you a car.
Why would he accept $300 of $8,000?
Because that's $300 more than he was going to get at all.
How the fuck do you know that?
Well, because I know Johnny said he wasn't paying you. That's how I know it.
And when are you going to the Playboy Mansion?
I don't know, really.
Yeah, and I don't even know that Johnny's going.
That's a future promise that may never be paid.
Do you consider it a fair settlement, what Johnny gave you?
Yeah.
You do? You feel $300
of $8,000
of $8,000 you're owed is a fair settlement?
Well, you add the second part onto it, yes.
You're being paid in boobs, is what you're saying.
How's Johnny going to get this kid into the
Well,
Playboy
I guess he'll
Mansion?
roll him up there and maybe think they won't turn down a guy in a wheelchair.
No, they turn down everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what Johnny's thinking telling this kid. You sure Johnny told you that?
Yes.
So you better get it in writing, you dumbass. Because otherwise, after this happens, then you're going to come on the air, you're going to be crying like a little bitch. Oh, Johnny owes me this, Johnny owes me that.
You know what'll be funny? Like, Johnny's going to pull...
drive your truck off a cliff.
You know what's going to be funny? Johnny's going to drive up to the Playboy Mansion.
That was original.
He's going to drive his car up to the Playboy Mansion, take Eric by the seat of his pants and throw him over the fence.
He's going to throw him over?
Like a sack of potatoes.
Go, okay, now you're in the fucking Playboy Mansion, motherfucker.
Go have fun, fucker.
Well, I think like that pimp who took his horse to the White House and let him look through the fence.
Yeah.
Or, your point about the Playboy Mansion the other day is very true. There could be some lame corporate party that he could get him into.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's not like, the Playboy Mansion.
Well, and Eric, what about all the money you shelled out for car rentals and all that other stuff? How are you going to make
rooms?
Hotel rooms? How are you going to make all that money up?
Well, it's pretty obvious he was lying about it. That's why he doesn't give a shit.
Shut the fuck up. Why the fuck we need a shithead on the phone?
He actually makes a good partner to you.
This guy was on the phone first, Eric.
Why do we need two shitheads on the phone?
Right. Hey, Artie! Come on, man.
I'm defending you there, sir, clearly.
Just a misunderstanding.
Hey, I'm the fucking guy that wants to hear more of your guys' show. Remember I called in last week?
All right, let me get back to Eric for 1 second there, Mark.
All right, guys. Hey, have a good weekend, all right?
You don't have to go. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this.
And well, I actually should get going because I'm on a site right now. I have to fill out.
No. We like when you're on with Eric. You're good with him. You have to stay on.
Yeah, if it's
every time Eric calls, as a matter of fact, you need to be on.
From now on, you're Eric's partner.
Yeah, if it's making Eric mad, we want you here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try and work him up then.
All right. Eric.
Yes.
What the hell was I saying? I had a question.
You were trying to figure out the resolution of the whole situation, I think.
Yeah.
Why he was accepting the 3.
Yeah, I don't understand. How are you going to pay for the cars and the hotel and all of that stuff if Johnny's only giving you $300?
I'll have to manage.
Right. All right.
And you're happy with this?
Yes.
He's never fucking happy about anything.
Is the tour back on?
Hey, Mark, they're not even telling you to shut the fuck up in my room.
On your website?
I don't waste my time going to your fucking stupid-ass site. You think I have time to go to your fucking site?
Yes, you were there, I'd kick your ass out.
Oh, boy, I'd be so hurt. God, I don't know what I'd do with myself.
You think Mark has time?
How many people are in your room, Eric?
Just him.
No, there's quite a few people, including 96 people viewing it from the outside. Oh, what the hell happened to my camera?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit, Stickum crashed.
Stickum crashed?
Oh, fuck, what are we going to do? The world's going to end.
What the hell happened to my camera?
All right, well, Eric, I'm glad you made up with Johnny.
Is the tour back on?
Yeah, that's the final question. Is the tour back on?
I suppose it probably is.
You didn't even check?
No, not last night when we made the deal, no.
Wow, Eric, you're a real bad businessman.
Wow. All right.
He's a real bad everything. What are you talking about?
All right, thanks, Mark. Thanks, Eric.
All right, guys, have a good weekend, all right?
All right, take care.
Later.
All right, bye-bye.
What? He was sort of quacking there. Thought he had something else to say.
He thinks he should be on the entire show.
I know.
Well, he got $300 out of Johnny. So.
You know, but next time he ought to start at $1 million.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll do a little better.
I need $1 million to go to the Playboy Mansion.
He got less than 5% of what he wanted.
Good settlement.
Dennis, you're bothering me, so don't think I'm obsessing, but here is the headline. Stern radio sidekick dies in custody. And it says, comedian Kenneth Keith Kallenbach, a long-running member of Howard Stern's Whack Pack, has died after falling ill in jail. He was 39 years old. I'll get to the rest of the story. But I saw almost 90 articles that said that Kenneth Keith Kallenbach was my sidekick. And, you know, it's just a strange thing to me. It's as if to say, you know, I was on The Tonight Show as a guest. Am I Jay Leno's sidekick?
I guess when you die, Jay Leno's sidekick, Howard Stern died.
Right. I mean, in other words, it's like saying...
if you're a guest on this show.
Robin is Whoopi Goldberg's sidekick on The View because she was on The View the other day.
Yeah.
I don't mind if they call Kenneth Keith my sidekick, but it just seems to me that reporters, when they're reporting on a story, would spend more than 5 minutes to know that the guy was a guest on my show.
Well, they say he's a member of the Whack Pack.
Right.
But they also call him a sidekick.
Yeah, for some reason, he's my sidekick, and it really demeans any sidekick I might have.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised people didn't call me, because of all the people in here, I'm probably the one who would probably be in lockup.
Right.
And dying in custody.
Yeah. And, you know, I know Kenneth Keith. I put him on one of my gigs down in Delaware years ago, and he wanted nothing more than to be known as a comedian. And I guess in his eulogies and in his you know, newspaper articles about him, he's being called a comedian, I guess.
Well, it says in this article, Kallenbach contracted pneumonia while in custody on a charge of attempted child abduction. He died Thursday at, I guess it's Riddle? Yeah, I guess Riddle, Pennsylvania. He died Thursday at Riddle Memorial Hospital near Media, Pennsylvania, said his mother, Faye Kallenbach. She said her son suffered from the chronic ailment cystic fibrosis. I didn't know that.
Really? I didn't either.
And
I kept that quiet.
And officials at the Delaware County Jail near Philadelphia had failed to properly care for him. County officials said he had been cared for promptly. Stern first reported the news on his Sirius satellite radio show. Kallenbach, whose goofball antics included attempting to blow smoke out of his eyes, made dozens of appearances on Stern's show beginning in 1990. While Kallenbach appeared in the show less frequently in recent years, his name was well known to Stern fans. Stern once likened him to MTV's Beavis and Butthead and wrote in his 1993 book Private Parts that Kallenbach was the ultimate airhead. I don't even remember writing that.
I think that Kenneth Keith joined us in the 80s, actually.
Yeah, I thought he was way earlier than that. But, well, I mean, wow, you think, I mean, it's kind of sad, the Steve Langford report, if it's true, and Langford's always on the money, that he told his mother, Ma, get out of me. I'm gonna die if you don't get me out of here. Like, that's really
well,
shitty.
Cystic fibrosis does affect the respiratory system very severely, so it would be relatively easy for him
What is cystic fibrosis?
It's some kind of, it's a congenital thing, and it makes for, like, really thick mucus.
It's bad, yeah.
Yeah, and
wow.
He obviously had a milder form of it, but, yeah, you know, like, once those fluids get all coagulated and, you know, he gets an infection, I guess it's really hard because they can't even cough that crap up. Really hard to get them better, and they, you know, very susceptible to pneumonia, I would imagine.
Maybe he shouldn't have been smoking through his eyes. That can't be good for you.
It would not have been, no.
That experience I had in the L.A. County, man, I'm surprised this doesn't happen more in prisons, because those fucking... That first part of you being in there, after you get your ass checked and you're waiting to get processed and be assigned the cell, if it's 6 hours, whatever, they don't give a fuck if you're bleeding. Like, they really don't care. And they're demeaning, you know, and people are like, hey, I'm sick, I'm that, and I don't know, man.
Well, your experience was in another facility. We don't know exactly what happened where Kenneth Keith was.
This one says, wow, it's so sad about Kenneth Keith. That just sucks, man. All the bad things that can happen to a man. My sympathy to everyone. And this one says, Steve Langford and all of you should be ashamed of yourself for feeling bad for that whack job, Kenneth Keith. Pneumonia did the taxpayers of Pennsylvania a good deed. Let me just point out that I don't know the extent of the charges and what the case was against him, but I'm also hearing the other side of things, too, and I'm not defending him or saying he's guilty or innocent. But, you know, I'm just talking about the guy we had on the show, and I don't know what these charges are and what, you know, let's assume he was innocent.
Well, and a person is innocent until proven guilty, and he had no trial.
And this one says, I always thought that Fred possessed a compassionate side that none of you other assholes have. But when he mocked Steve Langford by playing the sound effect of someone crying while Steve reported on Kenneth Keith's death, Fred soared to the top of the douchebag list. Can't any of you fucks be the least bit sensitive? What a bunch of dicks. And by the way, great show. Big fan. That's right. I don't know. I've officially stopped watching Dancing with the Stars. You'll be proud of me, Robin. You keep hounding me for watching that.
I'm so glad.
I went cold turkey last night. Didn't watch it. And it wasn't difficult because it's freed me up to do other things, like watch Terminator, which
which is a good show.
I had such a conniption last night. You know I love The Biggest Loser on TV.
Right.
Well, I don't know. My TiVo, this is why I stopped watching Dancing with the Stars. My TiVo has to make a decision. I guess Dancing with the Stars and The Biggest Loser are on at the same time. I don't know what it is, or something weird is going on.
Yeah, Biggest Loser was a pretty long show last night, I think, and Dancing with the Stars had its result show, which is an hour.
I missed the first half hour of The Biggest Loser, and you would have thought World War III just broke out. I'm in bed with Beth, and I'm like, I can't believe this. I'm so upset. I mean,
you don't know how TiVo works.
TiVo decided to record one or the other and had to make a decision.
But it does it based on the priority you give the shows.
I never gave it a priority.
That's because all you do is go in and select it to be recorded. So TiVo then selects according to the ranking of the shows, wherever they came in on a list. And the list is based on when you started to record it. You can change that list.
Oh, yeah? Listen, I got a life. I can't sit there with that TiVo all day and rank my shows to prioritize.
The bigger issue is it sounds like you have older TiVos. They make them now with twin tuners. So you could record two different shows at once.
Oh.
And
good Lord, he's got old TiVos?
That's what's, if it's only recording one show.
Old TiVos.
Well, if you bought it a week ago, it's old already.
No, but they make them with twin tuners, Howard, and it just you'll never have that problem.
Everything I have is dual tuners. I figured he was recording other things as well.
No. I don't have dual tuner.
Oh, jeez. You know, you don't have Blu-ray, you don't have dual tuner. What are you doing over there?
I have Blu-ray.
Yeah, you have Blu-ray.
You said
I have Blu-ray in my apartment.
That's what I'm talking about. You were at the apartment last night, right?
I'm going to upgrade.
You need some work done.
I got to upgrade. Let me ask you something. A lot of people have zero money. Who's buying all this equipment?
I think it's me.
Yeah, I think you're the one person.
I have it all.
I'm looking today. I see Google just put out a new phone. They say they're not competing with iPod. They're competing with the personal computer, that they want to make a phone that also is a computer and that you can access the Internet immediately and get on Google and all this stuff.
I thought that's what an iPhone is.
How is that different from an iPhone?
They say their thing is so superior.
Get on quick, right?
Yeah, they say it's so superior that, forget iPod. Right. You know, iPod is nothing to them. This is they're going after the personal computer. But you know, to replace the personal computer with your phone.
Wow.
And I got news for you. I still have this Trio phone. I don't know. I don't get on the...
You've had that for a couple of years.
I barely get on the Internet with it. It takes 17 hours.
Really?
I don't know what everyone else has, but I don't even know who can keep up with all this and afford all of this technology.
I was talking to someone the other day, and I said, you know, they said, well, with all this going on, who's going to be buying anything anyway? I said, nobody buys things with cash. It's all credit. And people are addicted to it, and the people who market things know it, and people are buying on credit and paying minimum payments.
Absolutely.
When my friends ask me for money, it's almost always their credit card debt.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When they say, could you... When I say, like, somebody really close to me, I'll say, hey, it's your birthday or something, it's Christmas. They'll go, hey, just pay off my credit card. That's what they tell me to do.
My personal philosophy has always been, even from the day I made $96 a week, I never, ever had credit card debt in my life. Never. If I made $4, that's all I spent. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand the person that could sit there comfortably month after month and rack up this interest on these credit cards. You got to be out of your mind.
Look around you. Everybody else is.
They're irresponsible. And I'll tell you what else. If you can't pay your credit card bill for 3 months straight, they should rip up the credit card. That's it. That's it. You're done.
Who should rip it up?
The company. It should be a law.
They want you to be strung out to them.
That's right. It's usury.
They want
money lending.
Of course, yeah, like a mini version of what the mortgages, that mortgage situation. They're like, fuck you. We want $20 a month from 1 million people.
I saw a woman on TV the other day who said the credit card companies, after you've declared bankruptcy, the credit card companies come after you again to give you a credit card. Why? Sure. Because you can't declare bankruptcy again, and they know you will pay minimum payments.
Right. I'm reading about this crisis we're in financially, and, you know, I don't understand half the shit I read in the newspaper. I'm just not that bright. But they were saying I tell you, I'm reading some article in the Post about how the biggest market for these mortgages were illegal immigrants and illegal aliens. They would actually, you can actually get a housing loan. Even say in the ads in Spanish, it would say, no need to show proof of citizenship, no need to show... so imagine, I don't know, the whole thing is insane.
Yeah, can you imagine now you're going to... you're going to put an illegal immigrant in that kind of a situation.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to target that market.
Hey, and they targeted big time with advertising and everything. Randy, you're on the air in Staten Island.
Hey, Howard, how you doing? First time, long time.
Hey, now.
I got a couple things. First, JD, I think he's great. He's awesome. Every time he comes to the studio, he's just a great guy. I love him on a wrap-up show. It's just great, the way he stutters, and he just... caps the show.
One of my favorite things is to listen to J.D. talk. In fact, I had a great privilege this morning. I was listening to a piece of tape where J.D. was on the wrap-up show yesterday.
Yes.
And J.D. was in here with me, so I got to stare at J.D. while I listened to J.D.
Wow. There's a treat.
And then he started laughing because he saw me staring at him. But it's you can't take your eyes off him. Yesterday he was on the wrap-up show. J.D. feels awkward when he talks to Robin. Here's a little clip of that.
Now, Robin said she felt bad for you today. Do you believe that? And she also said she's tried to have conversations with you.
I'm sure she felt bad. I'm sure she's tried conversations. But it's not like, we just haven't had as many conversations as... like me and you have had. Like, we're pretty, friendly and stuff.
Absolutely.
And you seem to get the real me or whatever. I don't know. And there's still a sort of, cautiousness or whatever, weirdness, awkwardness that I am towards, Robin.
Wow.
And people. And Fred, and some of the other people.
Well, do you have to think about what you're saying, like, when you talk
Sometimes,
to her?
Yes. That's how
Why?
I don't know. Should I say it on the air or something? I don't know.
Oh, so you're worried that the conversation may carry over to an on-air thing?
That's one thing, yeah.
Wolfie had such a great bit when he read back the transcript of J.D.
Yes.
I was saying it would be great to get a court stenographer in here, and every time J.D.'s in, just have her read back whatever he just said, because it would be great.
I wonder if she could get all of that. I mean, how do you record?
They get it.
Got to be good.
Arg. Arg.
He talks like a comic book when there's a fight going on.
Well, there you go.
He's amazing.
That's right. He's amazing, and that's what counts. Bobo, you're on the air in Lindenhurst.
Hey, how you doing there, Howard?
I didn't know you lived in Lindenhurst.
Yeah, for years.
Yeah. By the way, to the screener, Lindenhurst is not L-Y-N-D-O-N. It's L-I.
That's right.
It's on Long Island.
There you go.
It's one of these towns near Valley Stream. Am I correct, Bobo?
A little distance from Valley Stream, right next to, Merrick, Wantor, Seaford.
Long Island is very flat, and there's just like 50 towns all in a row. They're all almost the same.
Yeah.
A little bit different ethnic makeup in each town, but nevertheless flat, same kind of house. It's where I grew up. Oh, yeah. Lindenhurst. Like, I grew up along Island. I don't even know where Lindenhurst is.
Take a picture. You don't know Lindenhurst from Seaford, Wanta.
My ex-manager lived in Seaford, and he invited me out there for a Christmas party once. So when I got there, I said, I'm going to take a good look at this place. I'm going to take pictures because I'm never coming back. It took me 4.5 hours.
I know.
Yeah, when you think of Lindenhurst, you think of boats, because everything is around here with boats.
All right, Bubba, what can I do for you?
Okay, do you think that Jackie harbors any resentment towards you for not inviting him to your wedding?
Jackie Martling?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Jackie harbors resentment for everyone, but he doesn't know it. He thinks he's a hippie and doesn't have resentment, but I know he always had a lot of resentment toward me.
Yeah.
And I will say that it would be ludicrous for Jackie to think I'd invite him to my wedding. I mean, Jackie and I don't even see each other anymore.
Right, but, like in his world, he knows, you guys have been friends for years. He's been on the show.
We haven't been friends for years.
Is he like the relative you stop seeing, but you still have to invite to things?
Well, not at all to me, in my mind. I mean, I like Jackie very much, always did, always liked hanging around with him and stuff. But when he left the show, we kind of never hung out. We've had dinner since. once or twice, but it's hardly a relationship. And
Beth doesn't know him at all, right?
That's the real main thing in all of this, that Beth doesn't really know him. She met him once.
Is that right? Only once?
Yeah, she met him just as, it was so weird. I always thought it was strange that Jackie left when he left, because we had just come back from Vegas on a private jet. And, Jackie was being squired around, making big money. And then he came out to Dominic's house. Remember when I was staying at Dominic's house, Robin? And we were using Dominic's house, Beth and I, and we invited Jackie to come out. And he came out, and he swam, and he met Beth. And I really had the feeling that day that Jackie even resented me with this hot chick.
Oh, geez.
I always felt resentment on me.
Looking over everything.
Yeah, like, every comment was like, say hello to that beautiful girl of yours. Is this dripping with, this is my impression. I'm sure Jackie would say, what? I didn't do anything. I just said hello. But I felt always uncomfortable with anything that I might have had, because Jackie was counting in his head, almost like he was entitled to a quarter of Beth.
Right,
maybe he should get a tit
an
or
arm,
anything. Just I want a tit. Yeah.
Like a quarter chicken, she should be a breast and.
I should be fucking her, not you. So I remember he came over and he was drinking beer. At one point he had 2 beers in the pool. He was holding 2 beers, not 1.
Was he on a float?
Couldn't drink fast
enough. And even then I would watch him suspiciously and go, gee, when he's with me, he's got to make sure he gets his 2 beers at a time. Like he wants to get everything.
It was clear there was a sort of a damaged relationship between you two.
Well, you know what was
It wasn't healthy.
Everything, we were looking at everything.
I didn't feel comfortable. I would have worked with him had he signed his contract, and believe me, it was a good one. But, he too many shenanigans.
But what I was remembering now was he even collected water here. Remember, he used to take bottles of water
in his beach bag.
Because, he just had to get extra.
Yeah, anything. Everything. He
used to drink like 50 bottles while he was here and then take some home.
I used to clip waters from the Norm Show. I can't.
It was unbelievable to me that he would clip the waters.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like. No, I got a long day, and I'm just going to put a few in my beach bag.
And remember how much water he used to drink while he was here? He never drank water. But
constant
he used to
water.
Drink it like it was going out of style.
Yeah. He saved all of his water drinking for here. And, but whatever. And that was, so Beth met him that one time, and then he left the show, and we haven't been friendly since, really. And it's not that Jackie's not my friend. I mean, he's a nice guy. I like Jackie. He's a fun guy to hang out with socially, but it'd be kind of silly to come to my wedding. I don't think he was expecting an invitation at all. I would imagine he wasn't.
I think everybody else would be uncomfortable, too.
Yeah, it would just be strange, and I know he'd be sitting there watching me. That should be mine.
And then what table you put him at.
Right, there would be a problem with that.
Too.
Yeah, that's the whole big thing. Everyone's going to have a problem, I mean, and he'll instigate others to have a problem. Can you believe the table I'm at? But look at the table you're at.
It was great looking at you through the pole. Wherever he showed up would be bad.
Yeah, I don't need to be critiqued by Jackie.
Can I do what the fans are going to do to save you the aggravation?
Sure.
You say this happened after you got back on the private jet in Vegas.
Yes.
So I know for a fact that year you were in Vegas at the beginning of February. You were at Dominic's in February.
Did we go to Vegas in February?
You were out there, because I was out there,
this was during the summer that Jackie was at the house.
So it had to be long after that.
Yeah,
that would have been after he quit. He quit March 5th, as you know.
Right. I don't know that, but that's interesting.
You have it in your book.
Right.
March 5th.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't associate it. I don't know. I just remember there was a time he met Beth, and he was in the pool.
Right.
It was at Dominic's house, I believe.
Well, Dominic has an indoor pool.
No, but it was on the outdoor situation. That indoor pool, I don't think Dominic's ever...
He has that to show people.
Yeah, because it's never working. So he's like, he doesn't put any money into it.
Why do you have a pool in your house and never make it work?
Because he's not going to put the money into it.
When I stayed at the Dominic's house that night before we went out to the Mohegan Sun, that's... Yeah. I drove out to Shelter Island with him. I was with him in his Bentley on the ferry to Shelter Island. It was like too much Dominic time. And that was when he was fat, too. So he took me for a big linguine and clam sauce dinner. He didn't even see the plate. He was just eating, and the linguine would come up his stomach. And he showed me his indoor pool, and
And then you go, oh, it's not working. It's not working right now.
Covering it didn't work.
Yeah, it's all green. And the water's green, you know?
Yeah, it was like, he goes, if you want to take a swim, I'm like, I'll swim outside, maybe.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look inviting. It doesn't look healthy.
Hey, Howard.
He probably needs to put $100,000 into that thing. Yeah. And he ain't going to do it.
I seen Jackie a couple months ago, right? And he's done after he's finished his act on stage. He wheels his suitcase off. So I thought he was going to take a trip or something. He comes out and he opens up. He's got all his joke stuff he's selling. Hey, everything's $20.
Yeah. You know, I always used to say, you know, Jackie has all of this junk with his name on it, coffee mugs, you know. And I guess it costs him about $5 to make these things, and he sells them for $20. And I said, who are the maniacs that go to these shows and buy a jacket? You know, I said, they must wake up the next morning and look at the 2 mugs and the fucking joke cards, and they must look at this junk, and they must go, what did I do? What did I buy?
It's never been like he got a good logo or, you know, planned it out and designed it. No, it's just advertising after advertising slapped all together.
But Jackie used to bust my balls back. You don't know people, man. They love this stuff. They eat it up. I only make it because they want it.
And then he used to give it to us for Christmas gifts.
Yeah, he once, when one of my kids was born, he enclosed a few mugs and joke books. And the nightlight. The
nightlight for the boy, for the girl.
A blue nightlight for a girl. It put about 3 milliseconds of thought into the gift.
No thought, probably.
Everything's $20, huh?
Yeah.
He goes, don't blame me. My wife got the nightlight. She thought it was funny.
Great.
I go, well, it was a scream over at my house. I can't tell you how nice it was for you to send me that.
Thanks for the thought.
Speaking of kids, Andy Bloom just had twins.
You're kidding.
No, our old program director from WYSP in Philadelphia just had twin, I don't know if girls, but I just read the birth announcement.
Wow. Congratulations.
Then he sent pictures of the twins being just born. Like, I mean, like not even cleaned up yet.
Are you kidding me?
Like still the mucus and shit all over them.
What is that thing? People are doing that.
I don't know, man. It was a little, like, you know what? Let them ripen a little bit before you send that picture.
Yeah, give them a day.
Yeah.
Let them settle in.
No one's in a rush to see that.
Because you never know when people are going to look at a picture. You might be opening it while you're eating or something. Like,
I mean, sometimes the umbilical cord is still there.
I think one's foot is still in the vagina.
They're just stepping out.
Yeah. Barely got the foot out of the vagina. Andy's snapping away.
I'm just testing Earth. See if I like it.
Yeah, so congratulations to Andy Bloom and his wife. I wish if I had my computer and I knew how to, like I have my computer here, but like I don't know how to open it up from here.
Oh.
It never works from here. I'd show you the pictures.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
How about getting Howard TV to put the infamous Dominic Barber's Mayday call into a cartoon? You think they could do that?
You know, it's funny you said that. I said that to Beth about 2 days ago. I said, I was walking around with her.
That'd be funny.
And I was walking around going, my day.
Everybody does it.
I said, I got to make that into a cartoon, but I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, cool.
Dominic in his underwear and his captain's hat.
Yeah.
That Kevin Lofton can do anything. That guy is good, man.
Yeah, I think you need our narrative with it, though, if they make it into a cartoon. You know, all the funny jokes.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Bobo.
All right, thanks, Howard.
That's Bobo from Lindenhurst, out there on Long Island.
You think of boats when you think of Lindenhurst. I didn't know it was supposed to do that.
I didn't think of it at all.
I
didn't even know there was water near Lindenhurst. Seaford's on the North Shore of Long Island.
Yeah, from my manager living there, he lived right on like a thing that looked like a canal lagoon.
Well, the North Shore of Long Island is much more beautiful than the South Shore.
Oh, it is?
Yes. I mean, the South Shore is flat, and North Shore, they got all the dough. You know what I mean? The do-re-mi and the
Why did they go north, those people with the money?
Well, it's I don't know. I don't even understand it.
Rich people look at what's best, and they take it.
Right.
Nothing good on the South Shore.
That's the weirdest thing about where I live, Hoboken.
I said Seaford is on the North Shore. That's what I just said.
It's on the South Shore.
What?
It's on the South Shore. Well, is it? South Shore.
Seaford is the South Shore?
Well, Bobo just said it was near him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seaford.
I think it is.
Seaford is considered the South Shore. You got that right?
Yeah, he's right.
That's what Doug and John Hein are saying.
Yeah,
it's south of the Sunrise Highway.
My manager didn't have a ton of money.
Gee, what am I thinking of?
Back then.
Because you got Wantagh, to the west, Massapequa to the east.
Massapequa.
Pequer. John used to say Massapequa.
Howard, maybe you're thinking of Sea Cliff?
Sea Cliff. I'm confused. I'm thinking of Sea Cliff because I used to go and there was a little restaurant at Sea Cliff I used to go to. Yeah, I'm thinking of Sea Cliff.
I see.
Who the fuck cares where it is? I don't even care. Long Island has a lot of bad memories for me.
Oh.
And some good ones.
Yeah, anywhere I lived had bad memories.
Oh, you still live there.
You still live there, and there's some good memories there now.
Well,
you're receding.
Let's just say where my parents put me on Long Island, there were a lot of bad memories. Somehow when I found a house, I had some good memories. My parents didn't know how to pick a neighborhood, I'll tell you that. They'd pick a neighborhood where, like, you'd rather be in prison. You'd rather be getting fucked in the ass
you'd rather
in a
drop
prison.
the soap.
Yeah, I swear. You'd rather be Ned in prison.
I would put a broom up your ass.
My Uncle Tony told me how to figure out, because when I got some money, he told me how to figure out a good neighborhood, but I don't think it's the way you want to do it. He said if you see a black guy, make sure it's garbage day.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Well, that's terrible.
And if you see a black woman, make sure she's a maid.
Oh, my.
Wow, he was a racist.
We would laugh over that.
No, in fact, I hated my white community more than my black community. I hated Rockville South.
But you got the shit kicked out of you in the black community.
Yeah, but it was worse in the white community. They rejected me.
Oh, you'd rather deal with rejection than getting attention, but it's your ass kicked.
I told you, getting my ass kicked, at least people were interested.
At least he was special.
I was special. In the black community, I was always paid attention to.
He was important. He was like the ball in basketball. You couldn't play without him.
In the white community, I was ignored. It was almost as if I was a lummox.
They didn't even have a use for him in the white
community. I was a lump.
Don't you guys want to kick my ass?
And doesn't anyone pay attention to me here?
And then you're like, wait, I can kick your ass. This is fun.
Yeah, I was not that popular. And
we were trying to get out of J.D. yesterday what his high school life was like, but we couldn't.
Can you imagine
really
the horror of J.D. trapped in high school?
Horror.
Had to be horrible. He won't even let us in. And,
no, he won't. I guess it was so horrible he doesn't like to revisit it at all.
In the black community, I was like Eric the Midget. In the white community, I was Scott the Engineer.
Oh.
Wow, let me think. Who would I rather be?
Definitely Eric.
Yeah. At least Eric has a type A personality.
Yeah.
He does. I mean, like, he's got a lot of shit going on.
I'm on a lot of stuff.
Loyal guys.
Oh, wait, here's my dad. My dad's all worked up now. Hey, Dad.
First of all, hello, Howard.
Hi.
With the abortion. Now, I read that whole article about that doctor that was shot, and
right.
Invoking this special law. The point of the matter is, most times, on a late-term abortion, it has to do with medical problems.
Right.
It's not some kid that's getting an abortion. Now, if they take the position that you cannot abort a child, let's assume they take these tests, and the child is without arms and legs, whatever you want to call it.
Well, it has Down syndrome, or one of those fucked up things.
So, like these people that are yelling, are they going to take care of these children?
No, they don't take care of anything. Listen, you heard the guy on the phone what an imbecile he is. Yeah. He goes, I believe in a month or 2 or 3. First of all, when you do amniocentesis, anyone who's had children knows they do a test. In the 4th month, they do the amniocentesis. You don't get the results back to the 5th month.
Right.
In the 5th month, you find out if there are birth defects that are so severe.
Right.
And I happen to know something about this. I can't go into it personally.
Right.
But there are birth defects that when the doctor walks in and says, listen, the child has mosaicism or something like this, where literally it is a rare genetic disease, and the child would be born, their eyes would be in their feet. You understand?
That's a major aspect. Sure.
It's a huge aspect. They can't perform the abortion in the 3rd month. They don't know that.
Right.
I mean, come on already. And we can't support these children. First of all, you should see where these children live. The poor ones, they have no medical care. They have no facilities to care for these children. And people are screaming, late-term abortion. You've got to be kidding me.
Well, at that point, you're saving somebody from a life of torture.
You're talking about some cuckoo religious fanatic.
These people take these children, they put them in some kind of an institution.
Right.
And nobody knows what's doing with them. They don't care about them.
The parents don't take care of them. They hire a staff, and the staff puts them in a filthy diaper, and they live there the rest of their lives.
Don't blame the parents. They can't take care of them.
No.
It's impossible.
They can't. So they want to prevent late-term abortion. I tell you, these dopes in my audience.
You know, I don't understand. I mean, about all this religion. There is nothing anywhere written in the religious concepts about abortion. This all came up with some cuckoo birds who think that you're killing people.
By the way, these cuckoo birds, they think they're people, number one. And number two, once these people are born, they hate them all.
Right. Now, this doctor...
Right. Nobody can get along with anybody.
Right. And,
who are you voting for?
Mind you, look what this state went through. They determined there's a law where you could have a grand jury if the people vote for it, and they could bring a grand jury and bring this doctor up on charges.
Right. Did you hear about that? So
yeah,
this
I read the whole story.
Yeah, I'm talking to Robin. I mean, it's unbelievable. I didn't go into that aspect of it.
It's in Kansas. I mean, it's a law like the law was originally put in case the government is corrupt. So the people had a right to ask for a grand jury so they could get a corrupt government out in the state.
Yeah, they're trying to throw this guy in the jail.
They're railroading. Yeah,
and some guy happened to come across this. He read this thing through, and he said, boy, here's a good way we can go attack abortion by making a grand jury determine that this doctor is a criminal.
Right. Well, you know, this doctor is so brave. Imagine getting shot in both arms, and he's
still working.
He's still willing to do it.
I was listening to you about with this merger. I have never, I read the business section for many years.
Right.
I have never heard of there's a merger going on with all these different concepts that they have put onto this merger. Drug companies get together. Nobody tells them what to charge. All kinds of companies, they merge them right up, and there's no rules or regulations that come out. It's business. America is business. We're a capitalistic society, and you're allowed to go into business. You're allowed to merge with businesses, and you're allowed to buy businesses.
Yeah, unless there's a genuine monopoly, and the Department of Justice said it wasn't. And this is unbelievable. Like, my father just mentioned drug companies. This is something people need.
And he's right. Nobody tells them what they can charge.
Nothing.
I have never read, that's right. I have never read anyone say, listen, this drug is $300 a month.
This Senator Brownback who came out and was calling Mel a liar and this and that, you want to take this guy and shake him.
I feel that this guy is on the take.
That's what I feel.
They're all on the take there. I have never seen such corruption in this country before.
I know. It's ridiculous.
And they do it through these lobbyists.
Yeah.
They give them money, and they can get them. They're like puppets.
Yeah. And
all they do is they voice whatever. The lobbyists tell them what to say, and that's what they say.
Well, how do you think these senators all end up rich? These are all guys who are public servants. They shouldn't have a dime.
They wind up in an issue they have absolutely no interest in.
No, some of them do.
Now, one thing that's really driving me crazy, if you see what's going on in this country, they're worrying about inflation, they're worrying about the economics, they're worrying about the war. And mind you, that these people are spending time on something this
trivial,
unimportant. It's mind-boggling.
It is. It's sad, and they say that if it was a Democratic administration, they couldn't even get this merger through. Can you imagine?
I am surprised that there's a Democrat. This guy came out, and already they're letting it go through. The Justice Department said it's okay. Everybody says it's okay. This guy happens to be on this committee, and he decided that he can't trust them. They're liars.
Right.
You can't trust the Justice Department.
The Justice Department is lying.
No. He said that
that Mel is lying.
Mel is lying.
Yeah, Mel is lying.
The merger people, they're lying. But they're giving. I didn't hear on terrestrial radio that they give the minorities a certain amount of time.
They don't give them anything. They don't give them anything.
Why do they give them 5 hours a day?
Right. Why
doesn't Clear Channel have to give away certain of its stations?
20%.
Yeah.
Right.
It's unbelievable what's going.
I have never. I'm a student of business and in economics. I have never seen anything go on like this. There's no shame involved.
The head of the FCC.
I think they can do it right in front of you.
The head of the FCC should come out today and say, listen.
I was wrong.
We not only approved the merger. Forget all you motherfuckers who are trying to step in on this thing.
He already approved it.
Yeah, he said it's okay, but with 50, if you read this list of stipulations, your head would spin.
Well, I saw that, and you know why they're bowing to it? They got them by the short hair.
They got him by the balls.
And
that's why Mel is. Believe me, I've never seen the guy so down.
It's unheard of to tell companies that you got to reduce rates, you got to do this.
You can't charge anybody. Listen. The marketplace will determine what satellite it can get.
And it's very obvious.
And,
Like I read it in Congress, they say...
Hello?
What happened to Dad?
I don't know. Call my dad back.
You know,
he was on a roll.
The reason the government doesn't care if the drug companies overcharge for pills is because the government is getting a piece of it.
Right,
Clearly,
of course they are.
They're getting
Even
a part
Canada,
of it.
you get the same drugs for less.
Absolutely.
Our government approves that Canadians can get those drugs for less than us. And we're Americans. They're more for Canada than they are for us.
If you don't start delving into the whole drug connection to the FDA, your mind will explode.
Right.
Yeah,
and you're talking about lobbyists.
My dad should have been in politics or senator. You see, this is
no, he's too
But you know something? They would have drummed him out because he rocks the boat.
The problem in this
is what kills me about Rush Limbaugh and Bill O'Reilly, and they start talking about these abortions. They're full of shit. If Bill O'Reilly's wife was pregnant, and the doctor came back and said, "Listen, you're about to have a mongoloid, a child with complete mixed genetics, and it will be a life of pain," he'd have a late-term abortion. He's full of shit. They're all full of shit, these guys.
In a capitalist society, the problem is smart people don't go into government. They go into private business and make a bunch of money.
Bill O'Reilly's the biggest bullshit artist. Hi, Dad. You must have hung up. Dad, you must have hung up. Dad, you there? Dad. Dad. Pop.
What's going on?
I don't know. Hello?
Did you hit a button over there?
No, it's my dad. Dad? Hello? No, he's on.
I'm just thinking maybe he can't hear you.
Making a sardine sandwich.
I don't know. He keeps hanging up.
Because I think he lost his connection.
Hello?
Hello, you.
Pop. Dad.
Now he's listening to the
Hello?
radio.
Can you hear me?
I was on the...
He can't hear.
One of the phone went on me.
Are you here?
I can't hear you.
Yeah, let me see.
So. There's something with my phone. I can't get through. Hold it one minute.
All right. Yeah, he's doing something weird. It's him.
He hit a button on the phone, maybe.
But you see, this Bill O'Reilly, I think my dad's gone. Hello?
Howard.
Yeah.
Can you see if you could test that crap-tacular again between me and Joey?
Yeah, Gary, what happened to the craptacular? I was looking forward to that in a weird way.
The craptacular?
Yeah, weren't High Pitch Eric and Joey Boots going to have a crap-off?
You know, Tim Sabian was working on putting that together. I have to find out where they went on it, where they were at.
All right.
That's the thing that stresses Tim out so much?
Yeah, I'll need a report on that.
He was saying he's stressed out.
Yeah, thank you. And you know what? Joey Boots says, Joey, you're up for it, right?
Howard, I'm down with doing the craptacular. We just need a date.
Okay.
So let's do it. Let's put it together real soon.
These guys are still in training, Howard.
To talk about the food that we want, too.
Yeah, you guys going to provide food for us, right?
I believe so, yeah. Tim, what's going on with the craptacular?
We still want to do it. Just a couple of other things came up during it. But, so
you're working on it.
Let's roll with this. Let's do it.
Why?
I just want it.
I just love Tim and his corporate glasses. Yeah, we're working on the craptacular.
I'm very busy working on the craptacular in the back.
Way to go.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
Look at
thanks.
the size of Tim.
I know, he grew.
What a man looks like, right, Artie?
It is, buddy.
All right, boys.
You're right.
There's a lot of talk going on all at once, so I'm going to say goodbye, and we're working on it. That's all I can tell you.
Make it happen, Howard.
All right, Joey. Thank you. Right. All right,
No, Tim, we were talking about Tim yesterday at the wedding, and they were saying that he was the one bumping into people and knocking people over at the wedding.
At Will's wedding, yeah.
Yes, he said that he's all stressed out most of the week, and now I know what he's stressed out on.
Hey, Howard?
Yeah, I mean, the guy had a big programming job in Philly, and now he's planning craptaculars. Yeah.
Go to Gary page 2 of the wrap-up show, and in 30 seconds, Tim explains his behavior at the wedding. It's the fourth one down.
Tim Sabian now joining us on the wrap-up show.
God cursed me with a personality, number one.
What did he say?
Number two.
God cursed him with a personality.
You see me at work every day where I'm under pressure, I'm running around like a maniac. I don't have time to sit there and be Mr. Congeniality. Number three, I was out and about with people I love and adore and having a great time. So if that's, for having a great time, well, so be it. All right.
So what'd you do? What'd you do, you big buffoon?
I guess Tim took my personality over.
No, Ronnie, you still have that personality. Don't worry about it. He's got a different personality.
You haven't lost that personality.
That's another thing that came on the wrap-up show yesterday, Howard. If It's at the second clip down, but Ronnie says that you've never, ever had his back.
Oh, I don't have his back. Let me tell you what he'd be doing if it wasn't for me. He'd be home in a fucking hovel doing, you know what he'd be doing? He'd be doing pickups over at the Today Show if he's lucky.
He's got his back, front, top, and bottom.
I don't have his back.
All of him.
He can go fuck himself. I don't have his back. First of all, that back is so hairy, who could have it?
I didn't mean to say that it was him. All I'm saying is go back and listen to a lot of stuff that people do on the outside, and they say we do this on the show, our show, this show, Howard's show, and they bring it up in conversation like that if they're at a comedy gig or hosting.
He's retarded.
What has that got to do with him?
I don't want him doing it. He is the world's worst spokesperson. He's not funny. He stands up there. He's busy touching everyone, and he's we. There's no we. I didn't hire him for this shit. He became a strip club mogul. I don't have his back. He expects me to put up with any bullshit he does.
And then he comes with the we and they. They do it, so why can't I do it?
I didn't ask him to do this. I don't need him doing it. He doesn't get it. I don't need him doing this.
Like, that's the weakest argument. Well, I saw somebody else do it.
You're like a child. You don't get it.
What's wrong, man?
I saw someone else do it, so it's okay. What do you mean I don't have your back? What the fuck would you be doing without me? When I retire, we'll see what you're doing.
Wait a minute.
We'll see what you're doing.
That's not what I was talking about.
We'll see what you're doing.
That's not what I was talking about.
You were talking about that you see other people going to places and saying we.
Right.
I'm talking about you.
Okay. But nobody else gets yelled at for it. I do.
Other people get yelled at for other things.
No, they don't.
You get yelled at.
They piss in the street.
You're not funny.
Doing things in your name.
You're not funny.
Pissing in the street and everything else. That's funny.
Pissed in the street under my name. Someone pissed in the street on my name.
People from your show.
I'm not talking about that. You went up on stage and said,
what I'm saying about you not having my back, no matter what it is, dude, you never stand.
I don't have your back?
You never,
okay. You can leave. You can leave. Goodbye. Get out. Get the fuck out of here.
You never stand up.
Get the fuck out of here.
You never stand up. Everything is my fault.
You're not
everything is my fault. Everything is my fault.
You're right. And I'm going to show you how I don't stand up for you. You're done.
Everything is my fault.
I don't need you to do security anymore. You can just go sit in the car.
Everything is my fault.
Go do some pickups over at the Today Show.
Everything is my fault.
Goodbye.
I'm not talking about that.
Goodbye. Oh, you're not talking about it?
No, that's not what I was talking about.
I don't have your back. Get out.
That's not what I was talking about.
Get out.
Okay, I don't care.
Goodbye. Get lost.
Get out of here.
Goodbye. Done with you.
Yeah, good.
Goodbye.
Get out of here.
Get out. Get out. Get out of my studio. You insane? I don't have your back. You should be blowing me every day and sticking your tongue up my asshole. You got to be kidding me. I don't have this guy's back. This guy's fucking insane. Gave him a life. I don't have his back. I don't know too many people who have his back more than I do.
But it's still, what is this people pissing on the streets in your name? Are they writing your name in
He's referring to the fact that Richard went out and got drunk and peed in the street, and he thinks somehow he equates...
Nobody was there watching him.
Getting up on stage and saying we in front of some strippers about what we believe in. I don't have anything to do with what he believes in. He doesn't know one thing I believe in. He's not my spokesperson. Him and Dennis Hoff are my spokespeople now.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, well, listen to this guy. I had to throw him out of here before I took his back. I take the hair on his back and rip it out. Nudnik. What a putz. Get out of here. I kicked you out of my studio.
No.
Leave.
No, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I don't have your back. Get out of here. How dare you?
Dude, anytime there's something goes on, even if I'm right, I'm wrong with you.
When were you right?
With anything.
With what? Name the time you were right.
I can't remember.
Of course not. You're never right.
Never
I don't have your back. That's what you went on the radio and said?
That's what I was talking about.
You said I don't have your back.
That's what I was talking about.
I'm done having your back.
I am never, whatchamacallit.
Go dye your goatee.
Never right with you. Ever. No matter what it is, even if I am right, you'll say I'm wrong.
But you can't give us an example.
Give an example of that. When were you right that I said you were wrong?
Yes,
give me an example.
Yesterday with that whole thing with the girl.
No.
I didn't do anything with that girl.
What girl?
In that video that you put up.
Dude, look at it again.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You did too.
I did not.
Yeah.
Can I say something here?
Look at this.
Ron, you know I have no malice
and now he's
towards
grabbing
you.
her.
You know I have no malice towards you, but she
Was I the only one who was lifting her up?
I said it's
I'm looking at it. Was I the only one who was lifting her?
I said every time I look at you, you're busy with girls every minute grabbing and holding.
I wasn't
it's
grabbing.
Calm down already. Mr. Sex.
Yeah, okay.
All right, now what is it?
Let me ask, why were you lifting her? Was she in danger of alligators biting at her feet?
Am I the only one lifting her, Fred?
Yes, you are.
I'm talking about you.
You started.
Me?
And I think they're trying to steady her so that you and she don't fall over.
Look, watch the tape. What are we watching here?
Arms around, you pick up.
You remind me of O.J.
Okay. Now, he's holding her just so that he can get the picture.
You know, that jury wouldn't have convicted O.J. if they were staring at a tape. We're staring at a tape, you lifting a girl, and you're saying you had nothing to do with it. What are you telling me? What, am I, an idiot? I'm watching the tape.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So where was I wrong?
All right. Whatever.
Where was I wrong?
Whatever.
This is your actions on tape.
Okay.
If I didn't have it on tape, I wouldn't know.
Okay, fine.
I don't have your back. Get out of here. You're an ingrate. Just like everyone else.
I mean, just like everyone else.
Get out of here. You heard me. Just like everyone else.
What are you talking about?
Bring up everyone else. Now he's doing it.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Even Uncle Paulie wants you out. Get out of here.
And he's dead.
No. It's just ridiculous.
He's coming back from the dead.
It's so ridiculous, man.
Yeah, Ralph, go ahead.
I love how Ronnie totally misses the point and glosses over it. You go into these strip clubs going wee. Nobody's looking for wee in the strip. If Howard wants an emissary at the strip club, he'll appoint somebody to go out and say wee.
Does Ralph getting through to you? Or
No, Ralph can never get through to me.
You don't hear what he's saying right now?
No, I don't hear what Ralph says.
You don't even understand what
I don't
he's
hear what
saying.
Ralph says.
Not even Ralph is getting through to you.
Yeah.
I mean, he just explained it about as perfectly as a human being can
as
explain it.
simply as it could be explained.
This has nothing to do with anyone else but me and you.
Okay.
And then, and Ronnie's got this really annoying thing that Natalie from the Dixie Chicks pointed out. He'll repeat. He repeats, like say something.
Natalie from the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, she was telling us how, because she's a big listener.
Yeah, say something about Ronnie.
Ronnie shouldn't. Ronnie goes around using my name.
Yeah, I go around using your name.
Right.
That's a conversation with Ronnie.
You can pull tape of him. You just repeat. Yeah, I'm a jerk off. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Ralph.
Natalie from the Dixie Chicks getting up your ass.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who needs her? Who needs her analyzing us?
You're a great representative of Howard also, Ralph.
You know what? He does things wrong, too.
Yeah, I know. Do you do shit to him? Do you take it out on him like you do on me?
I do.
No, you don't. You say one little thing, and then it's gone goodbye.
One little thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Why are you comparing what he does?
I'm not comparing anything.
Yes,
I'm just saying that I get chastised for every goddamn fucking thing I do.
Because you do a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah, okay.
You know what it is, Ron?
Yeah, and nobody else around here does.
And
they don't get chastised.
Yeah, okay. Rob, I'm talking about you.
Okay, fine.
You're on the hot seat now.
Okay, I'm on the hot seat.
Does Scott the engineer get yelled at when shit doesn't work? Yeah.
You've never heard him yell at other people?
Yeah, I've heard him
yell at Gary?
Yeah, but he's always yelling at me. Even if I'm right, like I'm saying.
Here we go. You can't prove you ever right.
When were you right? Give us an example. One time when you were right.
I didn't think about it.
I can't think of a time you were right.
But you're saying that like you got a thing in your mind of when you were right.
You got to have an example.
I got to have an example?
Yeah.
All right, the perfect example was one of the examples is when I bought that car. The limo, okay?
Right.
Okay.
When were you right with the car?
I sat and discussed it with Howard, okay?
Let me ask you, the car you have now that I helped you get, do you see the difference between the car now that you have and the one where you couldn't turn on the heat? Do you see the difference?
I'm not talking about that car. I'm talking about...
All right, the previous one.
The truck.
The
truck.
You bought the truck. I said to you, I hate it. I went out and paid.
No, I understand that.
So what? I made my mistake.
I was wrong. Right away, I was wrong. The minute you got in that thing,
I hated
I was wrong.
You were wrong.
You were the one who recommended that to me. You said, man, if we get a truck and convert it into a stretch limo, it's going to be the greatest thing ever. I said a fucking clown car.
White trash.
You were wrong. But, okay, I said it was my fault for listening to you.
I'm always wrong.
It was my fault for listening to you, and I assumed the responsibility. I assumed the responsibility.
No, I did. I know you did.
Right.
But, right away, I was wrong. And then the thing with the last limo, before this one, I didn't build the car.
No,
I didn't make it like that.
But you went to a guy I told you wasn't going to know what to do. I warned you about that.
You got to
and I said to you,
Ronnie.
I said, Ronnie.
Hey, Ralph, could you please...
You're doing business with people.
I want to talk to him. I'm talking to you. I don't need to talk to him.
You were doing business with
people. Am I
people.
talking to you? Do we have to have him talking to me? I don't need him talking to me.
You don't control the show, unfortunately.
I understand that. I'm asking you. I'm talking to you. Could you please get him off the phone?
I will not.
No.
Okay.
No, I won't take him off the phone.
See?
I like him.
See what I mean? And you don't like me, obviously.
I didn't say I didn't like you.
Well, I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
Well,
because I asked you to take him off. I asked you to take him off the phone.
Believe me, if I didn't like it, you'd be out of here.
Yeah,
I asked you to take him off the phone so I could talk to you.
You're not in charge of the show.
I asked you nicely.
I said no.
Is he 5?
No.
What don't you understand?
I don't want to listen to him. I don't want to hear him in my head.
I have him on the air.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't like me.
I've never heard these kind of arguments from a young man.
Yeah, well.
Listen, when you're right, you don't hear about it because you're right. But you're always wrong.
I'm always wrong. Right.
There are many times you're
always wrong.
And you perform your job, and I'm happy. But there are times that you get completely out of control, and then I tell you about it, and you fight it.
I didn't. When I said to you yesterday, when I said that, I didn't mean...
I know what you don't mean. I don't need... In other words, it doesn't improve my day having you going around saying things you don't mean. You put that out there.
I wasn't...
You're up on stage in Vegas talking about what Howard Stern show believes in. I don't buy into what you're saying.
Okay.
I didn't ask you to do that. I didn't write the script.
I know you didn't ask me. Nobody wrote a script.
Which, by the way, Ronnie, you have no personality. You shouldn't be getting up on stage.
Okay, thank you, Ralph. Yeah, and you have a great personality.
Well, I don't.
Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you, Ralph.
Nobody loves me.
No, I know. Everybody loves your personality. My personality sucks. Yours is the best. Because everything you do, Ralph, is the best.
Jonathan, what do you have to say about this?
Piece of shit.
Ooh. I just want to say that he's an ungrateful piece of shit.
Right, exactly.
No wonder his fucking wife divorced him. He's a little mini driver.
Right, exactly.
He should come down there and smack you with the
Come on, asshole. Come on down. All the big mouths. Come on down.
Yeah, you should fire his son.
Come on, asshole. Come down here.
Yeah.
All the big mouths. I should come down and smack you. Well, come on down.
I'd bitch stop you with the pet cock.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. That's your answer.
Yeah, come on down. I'm telling you to come on down.
You're telling him to come down?
Yeah, let him come down. Come on down, Norton.
Pete, you're on the air in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Howard, there's no doubt about it. It's time to fire him.
Yeah, good. And you're up for the job, right?
Put him back in the car, at least. I know you care about him.
I'll go back in the car. Whatever you want, sir.
Get you off, Ronnie. You know, listen to the way you're talking to your boss. I mean, I think Howard could kick your ass in reality. I've met you before. You're not that threatening, buddy.
I wasn't trying to be threatening, was I? Did I try and threaten you, asshole, if you met me? Did I try and threaten you?
You haven't aged very well if you take a look. You're not a good, look, you're not that guy who can pick up women anymore.
Okay, fine.
In the reality,
right. You're right.
You left your wife. That's where you ruined your fucking life.
Right. Okay.
You had a good woman. You cheated on her.
Right.
You got into the celebrity lifestyle.
Okay.
And now look.
Well, you don't know anything about
what the fuck do you know, asshole?
I have to defend Ronnie on that.
What the hell?
That's
what do you know?
Fuck your wife when you left her.
Yeah, good.
Come on, get out of here with that. Dominic, go ahead. You're on the air. You guys are off topic now. It's getting ugly.
Yeah.
No, first of all, I think you're missing a point, Ronnie. Howard is not saying he doesn't love you or care for you or do anything for you.
Dominic, I'm not going there with that. That's not what I'm going for.
No, you're missing it, Ronnie. What he is simply saying is that you don't represent him with a show.
Right.
That's what he objects to. And yes, he does have your back. You know how he has your back? You're with him 20-something years. You make a great living. And everyone loves you. That's having your
I gave him a life.
No matter how many bad things I've done over the years, He's loved me and been my friend, and Robin.
Well, I don't love you, but I do love Ronnie. And listen, Dominic, don't include yourself in that group.
No, of course not. When I jumped in the water, I haven't once heard you say, I was afraid you'd die.
I wasn't afraid. Nothing will kill you.
No, but seriously.
No, in all seriousness, look, here's the bottom line. There's a lot of times you don't think. I know you like to think you do, but you don't. You go ahead and you carry on. You've got to think about things. And that's where you run into trouble, that's all.
Thinking.
You don't think so much. All you got to do is stay out of trouble, and then you're fine with me. Don't go around us on the show, what we think.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Okay.
You're probably better off just not doing those appearances.
Yeah, Ralph.
Ralph, stop.
Yeah, mind your business, okay, Ralph?
Because you usually get into trouble.
Yeah, right.
Well, you're such a...
No, I don't get into trouble. This one time I got into trouble.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I get into trouble.
A little bit.
I don't want to see anything bad happen. That's why I'm worried about your behavior. I want to make sure you understand. That's what I'm trying to teach you. That's all.
Right. Okay.
If I can teach you, you know what they say? Give a man...
Oh, no.
Give a man a fish, and he can eat all day. Think about that one.
What?
All right?
What?
You know exactly what I mean, Ron.
Teach a man to fish and he can eat all week or something?
That's right.
If you give a man a fish, he can eat that day.
Right.
If you teach him to fish, he can eat forever.
Right. I'm trying to teach you how to fish.
Not Robin. Robin don't eat fish.
I go fishing all the time.
I can feed everybody else.
All right. Well, don't fish for tuna. Evidently, it's very rare.
No, I don't fish for tuna.
All right. Thank you, Ronnie, and I hope that helps you. I'm only trying to help you, pal, because this could only get worse.
Okay.
All right. Ralph, thanks for helping me.
Yeah, thanks, Ralph.
Ronnie.
Anytime. I'm always there for you, man.
All right, thank you.
Trying to help you, Ronnie. I love you.
All right,
you got Ronnie's back?
You got Ronnie's back?
I totally got Ronnie's back. He's a great guy.
Oh, yeah, you got Ronnie's back.
Yes, Nick, go ahead. You're on the air.
Howard.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie's amazing. Does he realize he's even out in Vegas at those stupid awards because of you?
Well, of course. I mean, that's the problem. He doesn't get it.
Yeah, he's a total retard. I mean, he's standing next to Ron Jeremy on stage, and he thinks, like, that's because he's Ronnie. Like, it's because he's Ronnie the limo driver from the Howard Stern show. And also, since you pointed out that repeating thing, he's done it about 10 times. It's like an OCD thing with him.
I gotta
repeat stuff.
I gotta say, and I don't feel guilty about this because, they're not comedians. That tape of Ronnie and Ron Jeremy is one of the most... It's the most awful thing I've ever heard. It's so bad. Because I've been out with Ron Jeremy where he tries to be funny and he tries to tell you about a bit that he wants you in, and it's so bad.
Right.
He's so embarrassing.
Well, he's another guy who wants to be a comedian. He's not.
Well,
he tries to end up.
He tells me he does sets. Yeah, I'm like, where? Do you do sets?
Doesn't do any sets.
And he totally didn't know it was Ronnie backstage either. Ron didn't know who that was.
Oh,
listen, you hit it on the head, Nick. You're right. This guy, he going around saying, I don't have his back. His back, I created his back.
That's the most ungrateful thing anybody's ever
Exactly. It was very insulting to me. Thank you.
20-year listener. Love you, man.
Thanks, Nick. That's Nick, everyone.
Is it sinking in, Ronnie, yet?
He left.
He left.
That's it. I dismissed him.
I think he should go back to the turtlenecks. It's after Labor Day.
Roy, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, what's up, man? I want to fuck all these listeners. Ronnie's the man.
All right, there you go.
A lot of people like Ronnie.
It's not that I dislike Ronnie. I wouldn't have him here if I didn't like him. But he's very, very, very touchy and doesn't think sometimes.
The least little thing you say to him sets him off.
Yeah, you can't correct this guy and say, look, you're out of control. I don't like your behavior. This is my show, and I want people to conduct themselves a certain way. Mm-hmm. And he really should have come in here and apologized. That's it. That would have gone a long way with me.
He never sees that.
An apology. You walk in like a man and you say, you know what? I say dopey things. I'm not trained as a professional.
I see your point.
You let people piss in the streets, man.
Yeah, I mean, what is that?
Yeah, the most infantile arguments I've ever heard.
Worst arguer ever.
Yeah, you let people piss in the street.
People do much worse things than I do.
Well, it's not Ronnie, the district attorney.
He's like a little kid. That's how I used to say to my mother, but all my friends do it. My mother would go, well, I'm not talking about your friends. I'm talking about you.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
But you let him get away with it.
Yeah.
You don't have my back.
That's his back. I gotta have his back on everything.
Whenever he's right, you never defend him.
He's a 3-foot security guard.
Yeah.
You don't have his back.
Yeah. I got a security guard I think anyone could beat up. And he's saying I don't have his back. How could he say that?
You're
I don't have
him.
I keep him on. Everyone towers over him.
Well, this is exactly why he shouldn't be talking, because he never is understood. He says you don't have his back, and then he says, but I didn't mean that.
Who else would hire him as a security guard?
No one.
Helen Keller wouldn't hire him as a security guard.
She'd feel him and go, I need a bigger man.
Quite frankly, nobody would hire him as a driver. He's not that good at that either.
Oh, he's a good driver.
Oh, come on. He's all angry when you tell him to do something.
That's true. He has a terrible attitude.
He does have a bad attitude.
Bounces you around in the back.
You go, Ronnie, you mind if I go here? You don't need to go there.
Why do you want to go there?
Why do you want me to drive you?
You know what it reminds me of?
Helen Keller was feeling him. She goes, where's the top of you? Where's your top half?
You know what it reminds me of? Like that kind of belligerence. Letterman used to do a bit called the NBC Nurse. And the NBC Nurse was just like this guy who looked like a union janitor guy.
Yeah.
A bitter asshole. Like, so Letterman would go down and he would walk into the nurse's office, and the guy would go, what's the matter with you, Letterman? Would you hurt your back carrying all your money?
Yeah, right.
Like, that's Ronnie.
Oh, he gets so angry. When someone asks him to go somewhere, I can't get back in time. What do you want? Yeah, I'll drive you there. I'm afraid to ask him to drive me anywhere.
Yeah, I'll drive you there.
Ron, would it be okay if we went to a store? What? You didn't tell me about this until now.
Where is it?
I go, well, it's spontaneous. I feel like going somewhere. You didn't tell me about this till now.
Yeah, it's the emergency room, Mike.
Hey, Howard?
Yeah.
I had an accident.
You know, somebody just reminded me, on the wrap-up show yesterday, we didn't pull this clip because I didn't think it was that big a deal, but Ronnie said he thinks that he irritates you so much now that he's trying to drive you as little as possible.
Wow.
Because other guys drive you more.
No, he irritates me more by not driving me because
he's trying to stay out of your way.
No, he's retired now. He doesn't even drive anymore. He puts guys sometimes in there. He could do the job. He doesn't even drive on weekends anymore.
I know.
Way to read a situation. Direct opposite.
I hired him to drive me. Now he's too busy.
He's got other people in the car all the time.
Yeah.
He's got a whole team.
Yeah, he's got a whole team.
Team Ronnie.
And you don't have his back. He doesn't even have to drive.
No. This is a guy who's a driver, doesn't have to drive. He hardly drives at all.
Apparently all he does is sit in the hallway.
You're not kidding. You talk about a cush job.
He's meant he used to be a driver.
Oh, my goodness. What can I tell you?
I love that argument. Even when I'm right, you don't defend me.
Going to run around pointing at him.
When is he right? Why would I attack him if he's right?
Well, he doesn't know when he's been right.
I don't know. When was I right?
He's angry.
Very angry. Why is he so angry?
He's happy as a clam.
I don't know. He's angry.
Yeah, I'm jealous of Ronnie's life. He has it way more together than me. He seems happy. Robin, he sure does, Artie. No, but he looks good. Yeah, he looks good. He's in good shape. He's got, he looks nice. He's presentable. He's, I don't know. Yeah, why is he so mad?
I don't know. Well, he needs intensive therapy to find out why he's so angry.
No, what I don't understand is why he needs intensive attention from you.
Oh, that's the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm angry.
He's the angriest guy I know. Scott, who's the angriest guy you know, honestly? Be honest.
Besides Scott?
No. Who's the angriest guy you know?
Besides me, that would be Ronnie, I guess. Why, was there something going on? I was working, but I wasn't listening.
Hey, you were working. I'm glad to hear that.
You guessed that, and you weren't even listening.
No.
You mean out of all the people that came to mind, Ronnie came to mind?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he sits in my studio. He's just like a ball of anger every day. He just sits there.
What is he angry about?
I don't know. He shouldn't be angry.
But what does he talk about? Like to me, every minute he's angry. He doesn't even like driving.
Yeah, he I don't know what he doesn't like anything anymore.
Right.
He hates driving, he hates guarding, and he hates everything.
Oh, man. Guarding. Scott says you're the angriest guy he knows.
Guarding.
You're the angriest guy he knows.
You want to start with me?
Uh-oh. He asked me a question. I'm not starting.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm the angriest guy.
There you are.
All right. Fine.
You don't know you're angry?
Whatever.
See, you ask him a question, he's like, you want to start with me?
Whatever.
I mean, that's what you get.
Yeah, put the spotlight on.
I mean, I used to be angry like him, but I'm calm now.
You're calm compared to him.
That's right.
Yeah. You don't know you're angry? You don't know you're angry?
I'm like a Deepak Chopra.
I know I'm angry, okay? I know it.
Oh, my goodness.
I know I'm angry.
What are you angry about? You got a good life.
That's me.
Yeah, but what's wrong with you?
Nothing. Why are you angry? Why do you go to therapy? I go to therapy.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm fucked up. I go.
Can you imagine a
Not
therapist?
working.
Ralph, he's still there. I can't fucking believe it.
See? Hello.
He barely goes to therapy.
Really?
What do you mean barely? I go every week.
That's not enough.
Well, I can't.
For a guy with your level of anger,
I can't go every day like you do.
You should sell everything and just go in there 5 days a week.
I can't.
You should move in.
Should move in with a therapist.
I can't.
Cut down on the
traveling therapist.
Cut down on the gold bracelet.
You should have a therapist in the front seat.
You sell that gold bracelet.
One bracelet?
I'm busting your balls.
I know you're busting my balls.
How much is that bracelet? Sell it and then go to your therapist.
I don't know how much it is. Somebody gave it to me as a gift.
All right.
I mean, it's got to be $18 if it's a penny. Then.
I got to tell you, it's fantastic, that gold bracelet.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Tacky gold bracelet.
Yeah, tacky, yes. Very tacky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's tacky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natalie. Who the hell is Natalie anyway?
Natalie's the lead singer of the Dixie Chicks.
Okay, so why is she picking on me? What did I do to her?
She actually just listened to you, Ronnie.
And why is she picking on me?
She's not picking on you. She observed that every...
Why is she picking on me?
Every time...
What did I even do to her? What the hell did I do to her? Nothing.
Every time she hears you, you repeat everything.
Okay.
She noticed that.
She's just she's making an observation as a fan.
See how you're paranoid?
Just
she's just saying, hey, every time you talk to Ronnie, he repeats. You think that's picking on you.
I'm sure she has issues with stuff we all do.
Okay.
All right.
Can we drop this now?
You hear what people are saying about you? You're the angriest guy they know.
That's great.
And there's a lot of angry people around here, including me, and you're the angriest.
And Scott knows
you love that? That's nothing to be... And like Artie said, what are you so angry about?
Doesn't bother me. I don't care.
You got a great life.
I don't care.
And why are you trying to get out of driving Howard?
Yeah, that I don't like. Because you know something?
I'm not trying to get out of it.
This guy don't work on weekends. Forget about it. He's retired. And don't say you don't drive me because you... well,
you complain.
He said
all you did was complain.
So much.
That Beth gets upset in the back seat, and we're rolling all over the car.
When I put up the divider, you get upset.
Why would you want to drive with me then?
You're insane.
He's telling you to drive better, not...
I didn't say I don't want to drive with you.
Hello.
I said don't drive crazy.
This is how I've always driven,
Don't hit the brakes heavy. You know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
You're in control of the car. You know exactly when you're jolting me forward.
I don't jolt
I know what you're up to.
What, I do it on purpose?
Yes, of course you do.
Because you put the divider up?
You know what? If you put your hero in there, NASCAR, you would drive on that pedal very lightly.
Why would I do that?
You're giving me the dig.
I'm not. What are you giving? What am I giving you?
You're jolting me forward.
Why?
I see what's going on. Why? You're angry.
I'm angry? Why am I angry? Because I'm driving you?
Go ask your therapist why you're angry. I don't have the answer. That's what I'm asking you. Why are you so angry?
Why would I be jamming on the brakes?
Why? I'm back there with my beautiful girlfriend, and you're jealous. You can't stand it. You want to be in.
Are you kidding
You want to
me?
be in my lap. You must want to fuck me. You must be gay.
Are you really? You really think that?
I don't know.
What's
Every
wrong
time
with
we
you?
put up the divider and we're by ourselves, you jolt me around like the jolt. Like it's almost like what a little kid would do if mommy and daddy were making love. I have to get in between them.
You got to be kidding me.
You're aggressive.
Passive-aggressive,
It's your tantrum.
Yeah.
You don't even know
it's
you're
tantrum.
doing it.
Right, I don't know what I'm doing.
Pull yourself together.
What do you talk to that therapist about?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
You should talk about this.
Okay.
I bet you they'll put you away if you tell them what you're really up to.
They're going to put me away?
Yes, they'll put you right away.
Maybe I need a vacation like that.
I guess that's the only place you are right. You get to tell the story.
I bet you he doesn't tell the therapist the truth, what his thoughts are.
No, he tells his version.
No, bullshit.
I bet you hide stuff.
No, I don't hide anything.
You tell her you wanted a shark with a baby's head in it on your arm?
I never said anything with a baby's head.
I was there with you. Ralph, you were there.
No, I said bones.
No.
I have the bones with blood.
The guy said to you, what do you want? He said, I want something like a shark.
I was kidding.
And I go, I'd like something in the shark's mouth. Something like a baby's head with blood coming out of it. You were not kidding. Ralph, was he kidding?
I said
it didn't really seem like it.
And then I said bones.
No, you got embarrassed when the imagine this, the tattoo guy goes,
oh, please.
I don't think I can do that. That's too disturbing an image.
No,
they'll do anything. They tattoo guys' faces. and Ronnie goes, I mean, not a baby's head, bones.
No.
Did I say baby's head?
I was there. You can't tell me I was wrong.
I was joking when I said it.
Joking.
Yes, I was.
There was no laughter.
Just like, hey, baby's head in the mouth.
You know, something like you were embarrassed to
like
say
you remember that far back.
Like something like a baby's
you remember
head. Yes. I'll never. It's the most disturbing thing ever, next to the Holocaust.
We all looked at each other like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
And you go, well, maybe something like a baby's head. And the guy goes, what?
No, he did.
And he goes, I can't do that. And you went, no, I don't mean like a baby's head. I mean like a bones. I was there. I saw it. I saw it go down. I said, listen.
What does bones mean?
I even called the guy inside.
Bones.
He said, is
like
this guy...
the shark ate something.
I remember you.
And it's spitting out the bones with blood.
I remember the whole time.
Well, that's what it is. I didn't say anything about... I said baby's head joking around.
I remember the whole
thing. I didn't get a baby's head. I got bones.
Dude, I'll tell you how much I remember about your first tattoo. Remember we're there, and the guy goes, I don't know if I can tattoo this guy. He's got moles.
Yeah.
And then I said, can you turn the moles make it look like the beach, and there was rocks on the beach? Do you remember that?
Oh, God.
I was helping you out. You talk about having your back. He wasn't going to give you the tattoo because you have too many moles. And I said, can't you work with the moles and make a beach setting for the shark?
He didn't make a beach setting.
And then make the moles look like rocks on the beach?
No.
Did I say that? Yeah. Did I come up with that idea for you? And then he did the...
Rocks on the beach.
The moles became the rocks on the beach.
Right. What beach?
Well, he turned out...
There's no beach there.
No, there's otion, and it looks like shells. I said, could you turn the moles into the artwork?
Looks like a hairy ocean.
Yeah, okay, hairy ocean, yeah.
I even said that, that hair, because he goes, this guy's so hairy, I got to shave him down. I go, can't that be seaweed when it goes back in?
Right. Seaweed.
Yeah, seaweed.
Right, yeah, seaweed. Right.
No, it was. We said it could be a seaweed motif for the shark.
Right. Whatever you say.
And you said, no, don't worry, I'm going to shave the hair by the shark.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be seaweed.
Okay.
But the moles, he wasn't sure.
You shave your tattoo every day?
Every day? No, I don't every day.
You shave your arms, Ronnie?
No, he has to buy the tattoo or else it will look like seaweed.
Hairy shark.
What's wrong with trimming the hair by your tattoo? Is there something wrong with that,
You have to do that.
No, I don't.
No, otherwise, who's going to see the shark? It's going to look like it's surrounded by seaweed.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's bad enough the moles are rocks.
Why would you get a tattoo in a place you got to shave?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? A lot of guys do that.
But that's everywhere on Ronnie.
He's a man. He's hairy. So what? Now I got your back.
Okay.
See, they're out of line.
You got your hairy back.
Right.
You see,
You're disgusting hairy back.
Right.
Yes, Dominic.
First of all, you're worth $200 million a year. You now have 2 hours almost on Ronnie and driving it. But when you're in the back seat, am I wrong, as it happens to me, that it makes you crazy that when you're fighting, when you're even speaking to Ronnie, close the divide, I want to talk, that it seems like, I don't know if it's really happening, jamming on the brake, sharp turns, going.
He gets a little aggressive.
Stopping.
What are you talking about, Dominic? When have you been in the back of the car?
I'm saying that's what Tommy does with me. And I think Tommy says, he's doing nothing wrong. But I think it's all done on purpose. That it's done to anger me.
Well, of course, because he's angry.
Well, I'm not angry. I don't care if you close the divider, dude.
I don't know. Something goes on with you. I'm telling you, your driving's different when I close the divider.
It is not.
Yeah.
You don't think you're a little passive-aggressive?
No.
You don't think it's like,
Absolutely
look at him.
Not.
Sitting in the back there. Big shot. Boom, I'll teach him a lesson.
What, are you crazy?
I don't know.
Well, when you're cutting off cars and he's free...
I wasn't cutting off... Listen, I'm driving in New York traffic. You get cut off every 3 seconds.
All right, thank you, Dominic. All right, enough of this. Look,
yeah, really, enough of it.
Look, we have to straighten you out once in a while.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Are you straight now?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know you get out of control.
Yeah, I'm straight. Believe me. I'm straight as an arrow.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. If you want to apologize to me, I'll accept it.
Apologize for what?
See?
For what you did at the strip club.
I didn't do anything.
Strip awards. The award show. Saying, that would have been a manly thing. You walk in, you go, hey, Howard, listen, I got carried away. That's it. I'm not going to do it again. That's it. That's all you had to do. But you fight me. You say I don't have your back. I got your back more than anybody on this planet.
Okay.
You still won't apologize.
No. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Apology accepted.
Have a nice day.
Say you're sorry, Ronnie.
Ralph, please, could you just get out of my head, please?
Can you just say, Howard, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Leave him alone.
I wasn't trying to hurt Howard in any way, and I never do.
All right,
okay?
Thank you.
I'm not like you, Ralph.
I'm sorry.
He's not a user, Ronnie. He's not.
I didn't say he was a user.
No, I said you're not a user.
No.
No. Maybe a little bit.
No. Not at all.
A little bit.
All right, thank you, Ralph.
Okay, Ralph. Yeah, now you can hang up.
Thank you.
He's such a child. Shit.
Well, Lisa's going to interview him about this past hour and a half, and I think that'll be good.
Are you going to call your parents, Howard?
Oh.
About the ISDN
Oh, you've been putting that off.
Oh, that's such torture for me.
You got to call.
I know. Gary told me I got to do it today.
Yeah.
Tattoo shop.
I'm Scores Man. Hi, how are you?
All right.
Scores Man, got a tattoo.
Hold on.
Douchebag.
Hello?
Scores Man, got a tattoo.
What can I do for you?
What do I do? I'm Scores Man, you fucking fool. What do I do?
Hey, yeah, I don't know who you are. I don't give a fuck who you are.
I'm Scores Man, damn it. And I'm about getting drunk. I'm about having fun. I'm about having a good time. I'm about meeting girls. I'm about meeting guys. And whoever doesn't like it can go fuck themselves, because that's what I'm all about. I'm Scores Man. And that's what Scores Man is all about.
1531 highway. I got your bitch right here in my pocket. Come on.
Cocksuckers.
Tattoo shop.
I'm Scores Man. I'm taking care of business.
I don't know who the fuck Scoresman is.
Scores Man, got a tattoo. Yeah.
I'm glad you got a tattoo. You come over here, you get my fucking fist in your face.
Cocksuckers.
You a goddamn cocksucker. I'll beat your goddamn ass and put my dick in your mouth, bitch.
Douchebag.
Yeah, douchebag.
Fuck all of you who are jealous of me. You're all jealous. You're all fucking jealous. Fuck you.
Don't call back, bitch. Tattoo shop.
Scores Man is about having fun, motherfuckers. You don't like it? You can go fuck yourself.
I'm gonna beat your fucking ass,
cocksuckers.
All right, well, thank you, Ralph. Okay, we have to take a break. We'll
hang on the phone for that.
We'll be back right after these words.